Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, the hot dish is steamy. Find out why Netflix is having some trouble with the more adult scenes from their hit Bridgerton. Plus, we're remembering broadcast legend Larry King. It is all in the hot dish. Then Kendall will introduce us to a local wedding dressmaker who's becoming the talk of the biz. Find out his tips and tricks for having a wedding during the pandemic. And smile, you're on The Jason Show. It's time for you to show us your weekend. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
And good morning, everybody. We are live from our studios in the Twin Cities. Happy Monday and welcome to The Jason Show. I'm Jace. Hi. Please welcome my sidekick sister from another mister and America's favorite organist, the one and only Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hidden organist.
She plays the organ in her free time. How you doing?
Good. It was a good weekend.
It was.
Yeah, I got to watch UFC fights, got to watch Mark Gregor get taken out, I got to watch football. Jason didn't watch any of this. Never mind.
Let's say hello to our audience today. It's Amanda. Good morning, Amanda. How you doing?
I'm doing really good, thanks.
Amanda, where are you zooming in from?
Mankato.
Mankato. Are you a football fan? Did you watch the game like yesterday?
It was on. I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, that a girl. Yeah. I didn't watch it. I was watching Knots Landing. I didn't have any, but I heard about it, and that's all I need. But do you traditionally watch football, Amanda?
The Vikings?
Yeah.
I always watch the Vikings.
Okay.
But no, not really. It's just kind of on because there's my house, but we spent most of the weekend in the snow sledding, so.
Oh, nice. Nice. Look at that. Outdoorsy. Well, Amanda will be checking in with us all throughout the morning. Thank you, Amanda. I did not watch the game, but,
There were two, so I like how it's the game.
Well, I'm talking the one with
with
the
who?
Packers.
Oh,
the
good
Packers
one.
and the Pirate people.
And the Pirate people, the Buccaneers.
I'm talking about that one.
Yeah.
So to all my Wisconsin friends watching, I'm very sorry. They're very bummed this morning. Is that why you're wearing green? Is it a memorial thing?
Don't give Phil more to work with here.
Yeah.
No, I just happened to get this new dress, and I liked the shoulder. Where is it? The shoulder
It's very
flare.
nice.
Thank you.
I just thought you were, kind of commiserating with the Packer fans. This is how out of the loop I am. I had no idea that the Packers were that close to being in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Until yesterday, when my friend Jonathan, bartender Jonathan, who loves the Packers, was like, this is the big game. And then Tom Brady wins again.
Yeah. You know what really bothers me what people do, though? When you go somewhere, and I'm all for cheering for your team, you know?
Yeah.
But then you get the people who were just rooting on Tampa Bay in the Twin Cities because they just don't like the Packers that much. I'm like, come on. I just think that that's dumb.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
with ya.
either cheer or just be quiet and shut up.
Well, and I think this kind of proves that, the saying goes, magic doesn't always transfer. I usually say that in relation to TV shows. Just because a news anchor is good on one TV station,
right?
And then they leave for another one, the magic doesn't always transfer. There are notable exceptions. Julie Nelson was on Channel 5. She moved over to Care 11, and then bada boom, bada bing, she becomes the Julie Nelson. There are other transitions. Anyway, my point being, it seems this proves the magic transferred with Tom Brady.
Yep, he is the GOAT. I mean, there's no denying it at this point.
That was going to be my follow-up.
Right.
It's it, right? There's no.
You can't deny that. I mean, and so many people have said, he's going to retire. He's at the end of his career for years now, and he just keeps bringing home the championships. Like, sorry.
The crew is laughing at me, and I think they're laughing at me because they're hearing me attempt to talk football.
You're doing great.
I think I'm doing okay.
You're doing fantastic.
Yeah, Tyler's giving me a big thumbs up, and he's manly, so he knows. He watches football.
Yes, he does.
But I'm seconds from spitting. You know what I mean? That's how. I won't do that though. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. I feel good about that.
That's good.
Touchdown.
Yep.
We start today with the death of a TV legend. Larry King died on Saturday in Los Angeles. He had been hospitalized with COVID since early January. King was a talk show host and radio and TV host for more than 60 years. Obviously, most of us know him best on CNN for Larry King Live.
Special treat tonight, an hour with Madonna. If we have to tell you who she is, you have severe problems.
And if we have to tell you who Larry King is, same applies. King retired from CNN in 2010, going on to host an online show. Here's the thing about Larry King, and you know me, I love all, oh, look, there's Oprah right there. Let me read her thing and we'll gossip here. King was remembered by many people, including Oprah. She tweeted, "It was always a treat to sit at your table and hear your stories. Thank you, Larry King." Yeah. The thing that people forget about Larry is the fact that, and because he's been out of CNN for a while and online, people forget what a powerhouse that show was, especially the youngins. Let me give you an example, a little perspective. In 92, Ross Perot announced he was going to run for president. Where did he go? Larry King Live. Jean-Benet Ramsey's entire family, when that case was blowing up, where did they go? The Larry King Show. It was appointment for politicians. The road to the White House or the Senate went right through Larry King. We don't really have that. We don't have that really in daytime anymore with Oprah being gone, and we really don't have that in prime time. You know, we don't have a singular host that gets everybody, you know, the way that Johnny used to and Larry did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hadn't realized that 2 of his adult children had recently passed away too. I mean, just the heartache for that family you think about, and so it's just sad times.
He's a legend. He's right up there. Little microphone and yeah. Next up, it's the breakout show of the winter. I finally finished Bridgerton on Netflix over the weekend. Kendall, I'm going to need you to settle down until the ride comes to a complete stop. It comes as the show is dealing with a new problem when it comes to its sex scenes. Said that quiet for the kids. Apparently, the sexiest scenes are popping up on naughty websites, forcing Netflix to track down the unauthorized footage and remove it from those naughty sites. Reports are the 2 main stars aren't happy to have their naughty scenes exploited and taken out of context from the show's plot. No. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if I'm showing up on whatever.com, you know what I mean?
Whatever those websites are
whatever those sites are, you know. Please, whatever those sites are. Whatever they are, people tell me that I wouldn't want to be seen on one of those.
Right. We talked about this in the meeting. It sounds pretentious, like, oh, well, I can do it for one thing and not for another, but it's very true. You're doing it as a talent, as an artist, for something, and then it's getting completely, like they said, taken out of context and turned into something that's raunchy instead of a love story.
Amanda, are you watching Bridgerton, Amanda?
Okay, I started it a few times. I'm sort of on the fence about it. I am going to watch it.
This is why I love you. I knew I loved you right from the beginning. What episode are you on, Amanda?
Half an hour through the first one.
Okay, she's the best. Yeah, Amanda, don't feel bad. No, Amanda, don't feel bad. I got to 2, I stopped down and didn't pick it back up for like 2 weeks.
I love it.
I just really can't get into it. I was a big Queen's Gambit fan, and it's on my list. I'll eventually watch it, I'm sure.
Well, okay, so Amanda has a point. So I did finish it. I started back up. We binged it. Colin looked at me. This isn't a ringing endorsement. Let me do an imitation of my better half. Should we just watch it? That was yesterday. So we just, sure.
Should we just do
There's
it?
nothing else
Let's
on.
just watch it.
I can't get him to watch Knots Landing, so let's just watch that. So we watch it. It did get a little better in the last few episodes, but I still don't capital L love it. And you know, that's how I rate that. I don't capital L like it. I capital L like it.
What do you think it is about
I
it?
have no idea.
Okay.
But it's fine. And the end was good. There was a twist at the end that I enjoyed. I didn't figure out.
I did.
Well, okay. Somebody get her a trophy or something. I don't know. I did not figure that out. But
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's fine. I love Amanda's honesty. She's like,
I know,
I'm like
Amanda.
30 minutes.
Well, that's me. I barely wanted to come back to it. But Colin, should we watch it while we eat Olive Garden? Sure. Yeah. Next in the dish, call it the clash of the movie monsters. We're getting our first look at the upcoming, get ready, Godzilla versus Kong.
There's something something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
The myths are real. There was a war. And they're the last ones standing.
I keep reaching for greatness because I'm built from it.
Who bows to who?
Nobody gonna stop me. Here we go.
Kong bows to no one.
Here we go.
No. That looks ridiculous. You like that? You think that looks good?
I'm totally watching that.
No. No.
Whatever, movie snob.
I would rather have a tree full of squirrels
You're being a movie.
throw nuts at me for an hour.
Nope, you're being ridiculous.
I would rather sit in front of a tree full of really mean squirrels and just have them pelt me with nuts for hours. Yeah, then why? I'm not watching that crap. That's awful.
You're being a movie snob.
That's a lot. You know what? And you know what I think of? That's a lot of money. Do you know how much money they spent to make a movie that bad? I haven't even seen it, and I can tell you it's bad.
Jason.
And I like King Kong. I like Jessica Lange. That was a good one. Actually, no, that really wasn't good. But I mean, that was fine. That is horrible. It's a waste of money.
I think you're being a little snippy about a movie
today?
you have not seen.
You're right. Should I give it a chance?
Yes.
Okay. Then fine. You come over. Bring some
Bring a mask.
food. I'll have a backup movie ready to go. And yeah. The movie follows Kong as he tries to find his new home. Where's he looking? What do you mean finding his new home? He's like, I'm going to look for a townhouse in Edina. But he has to get by Godzilla first. Millie Bobby Brown, Alexander Skarsgård, and Kyle Chandler star in the movie. It's going to hit theaters March 26th, and it'll be on HBO Max for a month. We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back right after this. Kong's looking for a home, everybody. We're just getting started. Coming up next, she's literally done it all in entertainment. Talk shows, sitcoms, dramas, reality shows. Well, now we can add game shows. Leah Remini will join us live to talk about her new gig. Then say yes to his dresses. Meet the local designer who's making a name for himself in the wedding industry. Find out the secrets to his success. And from pull tab winnings to baking wins, you are showing us your weekend. Get another cup of coffee, because The Jason Show will be right back.
The game was the first ever playoff matchup between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, two of the NFL's biggest stars. Here they are here. Look at that. Two absolute hunks at the top of their game, going head to head. It's like me and Seth Meyers. Although they haven't always been that handsome. At one point during the broadcast today, they showed Aaron Rodgers' high school photo. Look at that. That's so 2002, I can't even look at it without hearing Nelly's Hot in Here. Captain of the football team and president of the My Mum Cuts My Hair Club.
We all had that haircut. James Corden with the special Sunday night show following not one but two NFL Conference Championship games. Well, Tampa's Rob Gronkowski, the Gronk, thank you, was Gordon's special guest. Gordon, now I'm just putting a G on everything. He joined the show following the game in Green Bay. Look at this.
Where are you right now? Where are you? Are you on the bus?
Yes. So we celebrated in the locker room already, and now I just ate my burrito, and let me tell you, that was my super celebration. I had a burrito, and I had it with all the queso possibly that I could have. Queso. Oh, don't worry, it wasn't just queso. It was sour cream also too, man. I just deserved it after running around blocking people all game, and now I'm on the bus, and we're headed to the airport, man. Right now, I'm on the bus.
Now, last summer on this.
Gronk says he hopes to celebrate a Super Bowl win by eating another cheesy burrito in 2 weeks. That's celebrating right there.
Oh, can you imagine?
I'm not usually a bro-y kind of guy. Like, I don't like bros.
Yeah.
Like, you know me. I don't like to be called dude, you know? He's a bro that I like, and I don't know why. I find him charming.
Yeah, I think he's very approachable.
Yeah.
And he never is like, I'm better than you, bro. Which is why a lot of people don't like bros, because they're like, I'm cool. He's just like, what's up?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And he eats burritos.
Yeah.
Time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Give it up for our friend Brad from TMZ. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Jason. Only 8 o'clock here, and you got burritos on my brain already. Thanks a lot.
Hey, there's never a bad time for a burrito, Brad. Let's be clear.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, first up, a big announcement from a child star. Tell us about this.
Well, that's right, Jason. So this is, hey, Jason, you still got me?
Yep.
Hey, I think I just...
Nope, we have you. We have you, Brad. We have you. Brad, Houston.
We have
Houston,
a problem.
we have a problem. Brad, we have you.
Yeah, I got you now, Jason. Sorry.
Perfect.
What story did you start with?
JoJo. Let's talk about JoJo.
Oh, yes. So big announcement from JoJo Siwa over the weekend, Jason. She came out as a member of the LGBTQ community. So this was something that she had kind of teased over the last week or so, because she had posted a video of herself, and she also posted a shirt that said "Best Gay Cousin Ever." So, I mean, she's only 17 years old. When you think about the young audience that she has and all of her young fans, this is a really important message to some kids who may have felt alone prior to one of their favorite celebrities coming out.
I was going to say, I said representation matters, and to kids watching, it just sends a nice signal to those kids to allow them to be themselves.
Absolutely.
Speaking of kids that have grown up in the spotlight, Justin Bieber opening up about his past problems. What did he say?
Yeah, if you can believe it or not, it was 7 years ago when Justin Bieber was arrested for a DUI in Miami. And he posted that photo of himself, and he reflected on the time. He said, I mean, at one point he even made a joke. He said, I don't really know who I was back then, especially to wear that much leather in Miami. So he kind of poked fun at it. But look, we have seen Justin Bieber grow as a person, as a celebrity, as a performer over the last 7 years in just a really incredible way. And it's really awesome to see that he was able to reflect on that time and reflect on how much he has grown as well.
And finally, this is awesome. You guys got great pictures. Live music is back in Oklahoma City, but with a twist.
It almost looks like a concert from the future. The Flaming Lips had a show in Oklahoma City, Jason, over the weekend, and everyone is in bubbles. We knew that this was something that they had planned. Actually, it was supposed to first go down in December, and they had to reschedule because of a spike in cases. But look, the band is in bubbles. People attending are in bubbles. I don't know how that works, if you need to go grab a drink or use the restroom. But nonetheless, looks pretty cool.
I think that's what we're going to do with our studio audience when we bring them back. Just put them in bubbles.
There you go. Bubbles for everybody.
Exactly. Brad, thank you so much. Have a good week, my friend.
Thanks, Jason.
Brad from TMZ. You know, that JoJo story, I'll just expand on it just a little bit.
Yeah.
I know for me, I felt like a fish stick at a filet mignon dinner. I felt so out of place being gay, being young and gay in Indiana. Because you feel like there's nobody else out there. Hello. So to have somebody show you and to show a kid you're good, like I say at the end of the show, you're good just the way you are, means a lot. Means a great deal. And I hope JoJo realizes that she's doing she's doing really good work. More hot dish now, a bit of history on This is Jeopardy. Something happened Friday that's only happened 2 other times in the show's 48-year history. Look.
We go now to our returning champion, Brian Chang, who also had $18,800, making this a very tricky wagering scenario. His answer? Who is Cook? He's going to add something. How much? Oh, $18,800 as well, meaning Brian and Jack, you are now tied, and we are going to play a tiebreaker.
That's right. A tie after Final Jeopardy. The 2 contestants went on to sudden death. 1 question. The first to buzz in wins. Returning champion Brian won. The show used to have co-champions in a tie, but that changed in 2016. We were discussing this during the break or during our show meeting, and I said the stress wouldn't necessarily be the questions. I would be so stressed making sure I squeeze that thing first. Because I don't know if you know this about me, I'm incredibly competitive.
I had no idea. Board games, all the things like that.
Yeah.
Really competitive. I think Ken Jennings, the way he was able to handle that too. I mean, he was very calm, cool, and collected. And this doesn't happen that often, but he just rolled right on through.
He is doing, now that I think we're near the end of his run as fill-in, he has done such a good job.
Yeah.
He is it's just a steady ship. Again, Jeopardy, you don't want to rock the boat. The audience doesn't like a lot of change.
No.
And speaking, we talked about Aaron Rodgers will be hosting soon. My ex-wife, Katie Couric.
Yeah.
She'll be hosting.
Such an interesting variety, especially when you just throw in Aaron Rodgers. That's like the what?
Yeah.
You know.
But you need whoever they eventually choose. You don't need someone with a giant personality. You need someone that is just a steady, because they're not the star. Again, it's the guests, the contestants are the star of the show. You just need to kind of be the traffic cop. You need to stir the drink. Keep the drink stirred.
Yeah, keep that martini glass going.
That's right. Speaking of martinis, I would love to have one with our next guest. You know her as the as the star of the long-running sitcom King of Queens over there on CBS. She also won several Emmys hosting the show Scientology and The Aftermath. Now Leah Remini is putting her pop culture skills to the test and ours in a new game show. Look at this.
I will take 9 across.
9 across. Okay, we have an E, and we're going to give you a C. Here's your clue. As if film. As if film.
Clueless.
Is it Clueless?
Okay, that took her too long to figure that one out. But anyway, no judgment. That's the new show, People Puzzler, on the Game Show Network. And our friend Leah Remini joins us live. Good morning, Leah.
Okay, so the thing is, though, but under pressure, right? Like under pressure.
You're right.
With cameras, with lights, yeah. Having people, and by the way, I was standing there totally confident as the host. And all I'm thinking is, I don't know. Don't know.
You're right.
That'd be my answer.
You're right. It is much. It's much easier playing these games at home.
I don't do well under pressure. Yeah. Which is, by the way, the intent of the show, right? Because it's, it's the crossword puzzle from People magazine, so it's pop culture and fun facts. It's not like Jeopardy, where the super, I don't need, because I would be out. But the even this show, I'd be like I said, I'm like, I don't know. But it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be light. And you're supposed to be able to play at home and feel good and laugh with your friends and scream the answers out at the TV. And like, that's what it's supposed to be. So for me, it's exactly what it is supposed to be. And it was so much fun doing it. Like, I've never hosted a game show. I've been on them. But if they were like, where you had to test my ability to answer a question, like, even under pressure, I might I would forget my husband's name or my daughter's birthday. I'm like, I don't know. Like, my brain just shuts down. If it doesn't come to me right away, then I go to defensive mode. This is stupid. I hate this. Why are people asking me the question? So that's my brain. And so for me, it was just a lot of fun to be able to connect with people. I laughed with them off camera, and I just had the best time.
Well, I was going to say, I said in the little tease to you, Leah, you're one of the few, and it's a cliche and overused, but you've literally done it all. I mean, dramas, you've done soapy things, you've done sitcoms, you've done the talk show, you've done reality, you've done docuseries.
Yeah.
Was game show on the list that you eventually wanted to do?
Not with celebrities. Like, I wanted to do a show with like normal people. It's probably a horrible thing to say. But I if it had to do with like connecting with people, then I was into it. But I don't think I actually had it on my list. So when it came to me, and I'm dealing with, Scientology still, I'm dealing with exposing what they continue to do in a podcast and the called Fair Game, Scientology Fair Game, as well as The Aftermath is now available to be seen on Netflix. I was, when it came to me, I said, I need this. I need to balance out the evil that I deal with in my life. And I'm so glad that I said yes.
I'm so glad you did too. And before we already have to go, we just want to say and acknowledge your sister Nicole is a good friend of ours. She's been here many times. So by extension, we feel like your family. So we love you. Continued success, Leah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you guys. Thank you.
You too. Leah Remini, People Puzzler, airs weekdays on the Game Show Network. It looks fun.
It looks really fun.
There used to be an old executive producer, Jeff, who's in the booth today, because Ted is home. He's a Packers fan. He's wearing all black. We bought him a crow.
Yeah.
So he's a crow on his shoulder, a veil. But Jeff's in the booth, and Jeff is going to smile. The People Puzzler reminds me of Scrabble. There used to be a game show version of Scrabble on NBC in the daytime. Yeah, it was good. This reminds me of that. Still to come today, wedding day designs. Meet a local guy helping women look their best with his wedding dress designs and find out what is real hot right now as far as trends are concerned. That and more when we come back. Back in a moment.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day.
It is the boys of Yam House, the men, I should say. And by the way, today is the lead singer Lars's birthday, our buddy Lars. Happy birthday, Lars. Welcome back to the show. It's one of the most important dresses a woman will ever choose. Her wedding dress, that's right. And a local guy is making a name for himself as an up-and-coming wedding dress designer. He also owns a pair of bridal stores. Kendall introduces us, and I love his name because he sounds like he should be on Knots Landing. Colby Treadway. Seriously, seriously? To talk dresses, pandemic, weddings, and more.
If you are like me and you walk into here, you're going to wish you could get married again. Probably been a little interesting owning 2 boutiques and designing during a global pandemic.
It was interesting because, January, February, we were working with brides. We were seeing a lot of activity in the stores, and it died. It took a while for brides to get back in here. We obviously, made some new restrictions.
What does the process look like? So normally you just still call and book and it's just you and someone else?
We just ask that typically, during the pandemic anyway, that you limit your party. Usually people love to bring 6 or 7 people and all of their bridesmaids and mom and grandma. And it's really, what I advise is honestly, bring 2 of your most important people because nobody else's opinion really does matter. And you're going to end up with something completely different than you probably thought you were going to wear anyway.
I did that on a personal level. I was like, I'm going to get this, and then saw the dress that I ended up getting and was like, I'm just going to try this on.
I like to throw in, we call it a palette cleanser. If a bride's like, I want a ball gown, I want sleeves, I want all the beading and the sparkle and all the Cinderella, we're like, okay, but this would be a palette cleanser.
Okay.
There's nothing to it that is hard to digest. It's not hard to look at. There's nothing about it that you're like, I like it, but I don't like this.
Yeah.
There's nothing to not like.
This is so similar to the dress that I wore for my wedding, but the new cutting edge take on it.
What is so great about dresses like this is that 50 years ago, they were beautiful in pictures.
Yeah.
And in 50 years from now, they're still going to be beautiful in pictures. So you don't have to worry about being 2019, 2020, or 21 trendy in a dress like this.
And now for a lot fancier.
So this is one of my crazier pieces.
Oh my gosh, I love Art Deco too. Look at this.
She weighs about 15 pounds. This collection, we did about 35 dresses. They are all named after drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Shut up!
Yes, so this is Shea, like Shea Coulee from Chicago.
I love this.
So it's beaded head to toe. It's like this really interesting triangular Art Deco pattern. It never stops sparkling.
That is fabulous.
You can't really go wrong with this in any setting because it would work anywhere.
What is in? What's maybe going out? Talk to me.
I mean, when I think back to when I was in bridal 5 years ago, it was strapless, sweetheart neckline, nothing too crazy. Nobody really wore a sleeve. And now we have things like off-shoulder straps. A lot of dresses have these nice floaty off-shoulder pieces here. They're detachable. They are, great for a ceremony, great for photos. They can come off for the reception. They don't really serve a purpose other than look really beautiful.
Right.
Big trend that's kind of controversial, and a lot of people are like, oh yeah, my mom had poofy sleeves in the 80s. And I'm like, forget about it. They're way better now. Sleeves like this, kind of a loose poofy sleeve with a fitted cuff. They're coming in and they're coming in hot and people are loving them. Necklines are changing too. It's something that has not been popular until late is the square neckline shape. And while it looks strange on a hanger, and a bride may look at it in the fitting room and say, oh, that's probably not for me, we always encourage at least try one on. And then we have a neckline like this, and this dress was a curveball for me this year. Of all sizes, actually, I really liked it because of the way that the lace comes in here. I know it looks strange on a hanger. On the body, whether you have a really bodacious figure or whether you're just really, really straight up and down, it creates a hip line. Like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't put this dress on once.
Yes.
One last showstopper.
Oh, wow.
Ball gowns are here to stay. They were here first, and they're going to be here last, I think. Because we do have our own capabilities of making special requests and doing customizations and getting to work with brides one-on-one, I think it's important that if you don't want to wear a dress, you don't have to wear a dress. You can, for example, this is India. I showed you her earlier. If you wanted India with legs and you wanted a cool jumpsuit, let's put legs on this dress. You want a fitted pant, you want a bell bottom, you want a T-length skirt. If you want to put a ball gown skirt on top of India, you could. So I think it's important that because I am a designer and I do get to work with brides occasionally one-on-one, that we have the capabilities to create exactly what they're looking for, because everybody wants something different on this day. It's the most important thing that you're ever going to wear.
Always love showing you new entrepreneurs. Let me just be real. And we said this as the story was running. What I like about him, he seems approachable. Because sometimes, no offense, you get these designers and they're a little shishi poo poo.
Oh yeah, I was nervous. I was very open with you. I was like, I don't know how he's gonna be.
Yeah.
He was fabulous. And his just entire collection, the Colby John Bridal, they're all so beautiful, and he's so proud of what he does. And he makes everything like, what do you want on your day? Everyone should feel good about themselves. I think that's fantastic.
And again, his name is Colby Treadway.
Yeah.
There's no better name.
Colby John Treadway.
That's fantastic. I'm Colby Treadway, and I own 51% of this company. Colby owns both Diamond Bride in Plymouth and Flutter Bridal Company in downtown Minneapolis. Still to come, a look back at your weekend, and later, the movies that make us cry every single time we watch them. That and more when we come back. I'm Colby Treadway. Don't mess with me. Welcome back to Colby Treadway Live. I love that name. Seriously. Welcome back. It's become one of our favorite parts of Monday morning, seeing how all of you spent your weekend. Let's roll it, Leo. Show us your weekend. Snowy Saturday meant many of you turned on the oven to bake. Sarah says her daughter loves to try new recipes from her Great British Bake Off cookbook. This was her creation. Look at that. Nice job. Brenda and her granddaughters baked cookies using Stephanie Hansen's sugar cookie recipe. She says they're delicious and, Stephanie's right, easy to make. Catherine shared this cute photo. She says she's baking with this sweet nugget. Sandra made donuts over the weekend. How good do those look? Please send some. Thank you, Sandra. Instead of cooking and baking, some of you ordered in or went out to eat. Becky says she had the best pretzel ever from Pizza Luce. I love Pizza Luce. And Candy went out to Junior's Tap House in River Falls, sitting inside a personal igloo. And with the sun out yesterday, many of you were outside. Jess took a trip to Weeping Willow Acres to hang out with the donkeys and llamas. Kendall was there late last year. April took the family skating at the park, and Elena's daughter, Ruby, got to go sledding with her grandpa. Looks like fun. Jessica hit the road and went up north to do some ice fishing, followed by pull tabs for a Sunday fun day. Nice win. I'm a little jealous on that one. Lachelle also went ice fishing, reeling in a nice catch. I'm very envious. Julie did something great with her grandkids, making Valentines for the residents of her care center in town. How sweet is that? And speaking of sweet, Gina adopted a Basset Hound puppy named Ellie Mae. How cute is she? And here's proof the cold and snow don't bother us. Heather was outside yesterday enjoying the sun and some cedar logs on the fire. And finally, Michelle shared this pic, saying, "So Minnesotan," grilling juicy Lucy burgers in shorts and flip-flop. Oh, it's your weekend.
Love it.
I love it. Just fun. Just see what everyone does.
I swear that man could have been my father.
The man in the flip-flops?
Yeah, just like in shorts.
Yeah.
Grilling outside in the winter.
I take the boys out. I take Dexter, Mr. Big out, and because the door's right there. I take them out in flip-flops and shorts.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. They don't care.
They're not judging.
I'm not, and I don't care if the neighbors are judging. I just say, oh, look, there's Jason again out there. Yeah. I almost, really quick, I know we have to go. I almost posted, instead of show us your weekend, I almost had everybody do their best Kendall fancy photo shoot pose. Go to Kendall's Instagram and look at her posing on her step with a little drink, like a photo shoot from Olin Mills. There's a name from the past. I almost had everyone do their best Kendall. Maybe we'll do that next weekend.
Oh, please, Jason. Please do.
Yep, of course. We could all use a good cry every now and then. Haven't we cried enough last year? After the break, a look at some movies that will make you cry over and over again, no matter how many times you watch them. What made our list? You'll find out when we come back.
I don't think I can take this. I don't think I can take this. I just want to hit somebody till they feel as bad as I do. I just want to hit something. I want to hit it hard.
Here. Hit this. Go ahead, Malin. Slapper.
Are you crazy?
Hit her.
Are you high, Clary?
Clary, have you lost your mind?
We'll sell T-shirts saying I slapped Weezer Boudreaux. Hit her.
Miss Clary, enough.
Weezer, this is your chance to do something for your fellow man. Knock her lights out, Malin.
Let go of me.
One of the best. A classic clip from the movie Steel Magnolias. Welcome back. I'm sure all of you, some of you, I was reciting that. I could recite the whole movie, the whole entire, yeah. The movie may be 32 years old this year, but it was trending on Twitter over the weekend, and that's because it was being mentioned after someone on Twitter asked the question, what movie makes you cry, no matter how many times you've seen it? The guy who posted it said his are the following: Apollo 13, Big Fish, The Green Mile, and Saving Private Ryan. People around the world started sharing their picks. Besides Steel Magnolias, popular choices included Terms of Endearment, The Notebook, and the second, third, and fourth Toy Story movies. Yeah. Those Terms of Endearment, yeah. Give my daughter the shot! Sorry. Another movie many people mentioned is this one. Yeah, without a doubt. If I thought about it long enough, I could cry right now. I think it is because I'm exactly Elliot's age when this movie came out. So, and the whole thing resonated with me. I wanted an alien. I didn't have a brother or sister, so I wanted an alien. The whole thing makes me cry. And the music. This is one of the movies where music gets to us. It just adds to it. Well, Kendall and I picked our movies that always make us cry. Here is Kendall's.
Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world. You were born to be hockey players. Every one of you. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time.
Of course, that's Kurt Russell. That's Coach Herb Brooks in the movie Miracle. Kendall, if we go to her right now, you'll see that she is kind of tearing up. Yeah.
I love that movie. Talk about music. I love sports movies. Always make me cry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do such a good job with bringing music into it. Like Friday Night Lights, that movie. Remember that soundtrack? This one, Minnesota, sports, music. The Miracle!
I need to watch it again. I've only seen it once.
Oh,
But I agree with you. Even though I'm not a sports guy, sports movies do get to me. Rudy, Dodgeball,
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, what's the one? Remember the Titans? Oh my gosh. Weep.
All of those. Cody from the Fox 9 Morning News mentioned League of Their Own.
Yes.
That movie just makes me cry every single time.
So many.
Well, for me, it's of course Steel Magnolias, along with the movie that came out a year before. Here we go. Watch this.
I waited for you. I'm here now. I want to go. I don't want Victoria to see me here. I sure? Are you really sure? Absolutely.
Okay, I don't need to tell you this. That is Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey, and Barbara Hershey's lips and Beaches, which is the quintessential friendship movie, like sincerely. Every time we get to that scene, and then, okay, moments from now, they go into the montage with Wind Beneath My Wings, and they're sitting on the beach, and you see the little oxygen tank. Every time I see that oxygen tank, I start crying. I know, I've never even seen that movie, but my point being, I watched that scene having no idea what's happening, and I have chills. Okay, we're going to Amanda, because Amanda passed out. She's back now, because she heard that Kendall has never seen Beaches. Can you stand it?
Kendall. Is probably the one that gets me.
Right?
Crying every. My Girl with Macaulay Culkin.
Oh!
Oh, a huge Disney fan, and Moana, when her grandma dies and she goes into the ocean, that gets me every.
Oh, let's go back to My Girl. I forgot about My Girl with the bees.
Yeah.
And then when she goes up to the casket, she's like, the bees, the bees. Yeah, oh, it's so, see?
Every time.
Every time, I'm crying now. I'm crying now because of My Girl and because Kendall hasn't seen Beaches. Thank you, Amanda.
I mean, come on. You need to get that, watch it.
Yes, that's a project. You should watch Beaches. Thank you, Amanda. You should. It's just a good movie, and it's based on a book.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, it's based on a book, and it's Bette Midler at her best. She plays Cece Bloom.
Better than Hocus Pocus?
Well, no, for your generation, Hocus Pocus is the big thing. But for me, Bette Midler is the Rose. I'm also going to say Beaches. And then, Jeff, what's the one with Lily Tomlin? For Big Business, they play twins. And then For the Boys, which didn't get good ratings, didn't get good box office. Underrated movie. Go, and then the For the Boys soundtrack, really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have so many assignments. Like, you
got
to start writing these down.
It's so good. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. For the Boys. Based on Martha Ray, right, Jeff? Yeah. Well, if you miss our show, and we hate for you to miss it live, because you never know what's going to happen. But if you do, don't worry. You can always catch it a little bit later on YouTube. Here's how you do it. Just search for Jason Show on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, and the reminder as well. Hit that bell. Ring that bell. Okay, time for the bubblegum goodbye question, and we'll answer it on the other side of the break. Here we go. You ready, Kendall?
Yep. What's
the best day of the week to you, and why? We'll answer that when we come back. Plus, we're saying goodbye to Amanda. Welcome back. I need you to excuse me for just a second. I need to turn off my earpiece. There's a squawking bird in my ear. Hold on a minute. I got to turn that down a little bit. There we go. Welcome back to the show. Let's say goodbye to Amanda. Amanda, I love everyone that takes the time to be on our show, but let us just all compliment you. You have been a delight, and please come back and see us.
Anytime.
Perfect.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie. There's Amanda. Okay, it's time for the bubblegum goodbye. The question from Jeff, very hard. What is your favorite day of the week and why? Kendall?
I like Fridays because you have the whole weekend to look forward to. Everyone at work's in a good mood, and I'm really into fish fry.
Okay. I'm with you. You know me.
Yeah.
During, like the chicken wings Fridays.
Yeah, you have your thing.
And then in the summer, we go up to the cabin. However, I will pick Tuesdays because it's...
Stop, that's a lie.
It's not, and how dare you call me a name on my own show?
I didn't call you a liar. I said it was a lie.
No, it's girls' night, which you've been invited to.
Oh, yeah.
I have, we love our spouses and our significant others, but it is a night, it's like our Sex and the City night. No, it's like no boys allowed. No spouses allowed. And it's me, my best friend Jen, and my other best friend Lisa Lacourcier. And we just spend the evening together, and it's delightful. It's a good release.
I think you've done a really good job of making a day that honestly most people don't care for, because it's kind of that
Yep.
And made it fun.
That's
so good on you guys.
Yeah, we just made it a priority to spend some quality time. Not that we don't love our spouses, but connect with your friends, because you sometimes get disconnected when you're in a long-term relationship. And we didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's super. It is really important. I think we're all realizing that way more nowadays.
And it's always more fun when Lisa pays. Tomorrow on the... I'm just joking. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We all take turns, which
or when
I love.
Jason pays.
Or yeah, they love when I whip out the credit card. Jason's paying today. Let's get some appetizers up in her. Anyway, no, it's always good. I'd recommend doing it. We started it, and it's one of the best things I've done for my mental health in the last few years. Really, yeah. I'm lucky to have the friends that I have. Tomorrow on the show, one of my favorites, Madeline Smithberg from Mad in the Kitchen, is back with another recipe and another memorable story from her time on Late Night with David Letterman. Get ready to laugh. I'm going to wear some laughing pants or something. That's going to do it for us. If you're a kid watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching today, everybody. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. That bird is still in my ear. I gotta...